Hi, my name is Sergey Shutov, and one of the things I like about InterSystems and their employees and partners is that they tend to stick around for a while. And when you walk around the partner pavilion and global summit or watch the partner showcase in this virtual setting, you will meet old friends and colleagues way more often than you'll ask yourselves, who are those guys? So it is exciting to give you an opportunity to ask this question today. And while Banksia Global, the company that I present here, is quite young, many of you will remember me, its founder, from almost 20 years working with InterSystems technologies. I spent last 12 years as a principal developer at InterSystems, working on InterSystems TrakCare and electronic patient management system, and decided earlier this year that I want a change from an awesome large international company to an awesome small international company. And the best way to do that would be to build my own. So this is how Banksia Global was born. At the moment, we are a fast-growing company with several very senior consultants, and our headquarters is in Sydney, Australia, but we are fully remote. We are a certified implementation partner of InterSystems, and we are authorized to provide implementation and support services all around the world. We're good at custom development of both user-facing and interoperability solutions, not just for data platform, but for the healthcare platforms such as TrakCare and HealthShare as well. Our aim is to help our clients innovate by building stable, performant, and beautiful software. Now, this summit is traditionally a time of big announcements, and I'm sure my friends from InterSystems have got a few surprises for us this year. But actually, I got one for you from Banksia Global as well. Those of you who know me long enough know that change management is one of my favorite topics, and there was hardly a global summit for past 10 years where I didn't do a presentation about some aspects of it. And a lot of change management problems are now solved very well, like source control and build scripts, but there is one that doesn't have a standard solution still, and that's deployment. Installing and upgrading your Iris-based projects is still a bit of a challenge. Big projects have their own solution. For example, in TrakCare, we have a smart guy named Kaza in Sydney with a team of release engineers. And HealthShare had Tim Levitt, who is now a manager for internal application development team at InterSystems. But back at HealthShare, he built their own package management solution. If you ever used Linux or worked with Node.js NPM, or even used mobile app stores, you will be familiar with the concept of package manager. This is a system that allows you to install, update, and delete software easily. The HealthShare package manager was then adapted for community use by my good friends, Dmitry Maslenikov and Nikolai Solovyov from CaretDev. That's another InterSystems partner, and I believe they have their own video on this partner spotlight this year. So that community version of package manager is called ZPM, short for Z Package Manager, I guess. And to work like all other package managers, it requires a repository. This is a place where you put your software and then download it from. There is a public package repository for open source Iris-based software integrated into InterSystems Open Exchange site, but there was no easy way to host your private packages until now. So let me present zpmhub.com by Banksia Global, an ultimate solution to your deployment needs. So here I want to give you a little bit of overview of ZPM Hub website. To start using the service, we need to sign up for organization account. So we are entering our details like our name and email address and a company name and a company short name which we'll use in the URL. Then agree to all the policies and create our account. So once we've done that, we can log in to the ZPM Hub website. Once you log in, you can see that now you have an empty package repository waiting for you to populate it with your packages. There are multiple ways to add new packages to repository. Your build server can add new packages when it finished building. Your developers can add packages using the ZPM publish command, or we can use provided form to download packages directly from a GitHub, which we will do in this case with Evgeny Shvarov's CSV Gen package. So once we click there, you can see that our package was added to our package repository. One of its versions is available, and we even have a ZPM command to install this particular version. Before we go ahead and do just that, I just wanted to go back to the previous screen and draw your attention to this access column. By default, all the packages you add to ZPM Hub are marked as private, so that means that only users of your organization have access to those packages. However, you can edit those settings and make some of your packages public so that everyone can see and install them. There are also plans to support commercial packages, where you can limit access to your package to some organizations based on a particular version or for a particular period. We hope that this shop functionality will be ready by the next Global Summit. Now let's open InterSystems Iris and see how we can easily install this package into the fresh system. Here I will use a Docker container, but it's the same for any Windows or Linux machine as well. First of all, we need to install ZPM. As you can see, by default, ZPM is not installed. You can go to the ZPM website. There are several ways to install it. The easiest one is just this one-line comment, which you can copy-paste from there, which will install the ZPM client to your fresh installation of Iris. Once we install the ZPM itself, we need one more extra step. Well, first of all, we'll change to the user namespace, then go to the ZPM and install the ZPM Hub client. Command to do that is install ZPM Hub. Once our ZPM Hub client is downloaded, it will ask us several questions. The first one is what is the server address in case you have a enterprise version. Then you will need to enter your email and password. Well, first time I entered it incorrectly, so let's try it again. Server, email, password. And here you can see that it provides us with the tokens. We are using those tokens so that you don't store the passwords in the plain text in the Iris database. Another question is if we want to enable monitoring. I will show you what monitoring does a little bit later. For now, we will just enable it, give this environment a name of Demo Summit, and just give some better name for the server. And this is it. So we press enter and everything is activated. Our next step is to install our package, which we'll just do by issuing command install CSVGen. So now it contacts our server, downloads the package and all dependencies, and now we can use software provided in this package. Now let's switch back to our website and go to the environments page. This is where all our monitored environments will appear. You can see the environment name, its server, and the list of packages which are installed in this environment together with all the versions. So it is very easy for you to check which version of your software installed on which server. All this data is transmitted to ZPM Hub server if you enable monitoring when you install the ZPM Hub client. Together with the list of packages, we are sending the SAM monitoring data, which includes things like CPU load, amount of free memory, amount of free space in databases, etc. This data is meant to be collected over months and years and will help you to identify the usage patterns for your software. Unfortunately, at the time of making this video, this mode is not available, but I hope it will be finished by the time you actually see the video. So please come and have a look at the website yourself. So this is all I wanted to show you today. Please get in touch with me by email, ssh@banksiaglobal.com, or find me on LinkedIn. And let's start building your next innovative project with Banksia Global.